Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I don't know where I am. Let's see here. Can somebody let me know if I'm live? Just a minute, I'm going to go grab my phone. So, this is going to be another exciting opportunity to share some information with all of you again regarding this big 5D transition shift into a new gate lock of a higher frequency on the planet. And I'm going to be using my notes because there's so much information that I need to share with all of you, and I want to make sure that I do it and get it done right. So let us start. I wonder if somebody can text me and let me know if you can see me okay. It says I'm live. I'm going to trust it. Yeah, I'm not real great with technology, as most of you well know. Okay, so my name is Rajith, and my business page is One Illumined Heart on Facebook, as well as my channel on YouTube is One Illumined Heart. I want to talk a little bit about this gate shift. It's a huge event on the planet. We are in the middle of moving into a higher frequency. There are millions of people who have been preparing for this in multiple lifetimes. And my understanding from my guides is that there are going to be, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable, going to be 1,357,000,000 this weekend moving on to the 5D Earth track, the new grid that has been fully put in place since July 22nd of last year. So this is about moving into greater love and light. So we'll share more about that. And I'm also going to share information with you about the Merkaba. Some people call it the Merkaba. And and I will give you, I will share with you in a moment what that looks like. Okay, so the shift that we've been working toward is how do we get greater brotherhood, greater love, greater remembering who we all are, what the earth stands for, that she's alive, and all beings, all animals, all plant life is all connected. It's all given to us by the Creator. And we're supposed to work at one with all of that. So how do we do that? We do that by becoming more conscious, by creating more love and more light within us. And that's a choice. It is also work because, as we know, in the 3D duality that we've been living, it's been a pretty tough, how many thousands of years? So in many of my videos, I have stated, but many of you might be new to this notion. So I'm stating it again now, and I'm sorry about reiterating this information for the folks that already know. But 3D has been about 80% darkness and 20% light. So the light has had to do an uphill struggle. It's like climbing Mount Everest, to keep holding the light, to keep holding integrity, to keep offering choice of greater love and remembrance in all people. So the planet has been seeded by starseeds, and many light workers have come, and many religions have sprung up all around the world that all share basically the same information, that we are here to love, we're here to share, we're here to do brotherhood, we're here to forgive. None of us are perfect, and we need to go and do that. So 5D is very exciting because the uphill struggle will be less of an uphill struggle. So we're going to be moving into 70% light versus the 20, and 30% darkness versus 80. So that's a remarkable shift in consciousness that people are holding. And so we have obviously greater willingness and opportunity for doing what is best for the planet, doing what is best for everyone concerned rather than the few. And the level of suffering is supposed to be going down in this new frequency, a greater delight in living and in being joyful. I remember when last December and January, when all these huge changes started to come, and we had that 9 days of cosmic love that came to the planet, and I did a video about that every day. People in my tribe that I was working with had all kinds of amazing, glorious experiences of really connecting to the oneness of life, to love, to the love inside of them. Many people connected to their inner guides or outer spiritual teachers that helped move them into greater light. And they said that euphoria that they experienced in their body, the euphoria of the emotions and their mind, and the inner peace that they felt was huge. Now, and as I said yesterday, and I didn't mean it to be doom and gloom, but the last couple of years, and especially the last 6 months, for many of us, it's been a really long road of releasing the old, releasing our cellular patterns from our ancestors that, have whatever kind of information in them that didn't serve us, that we need to let go of so that we can anchor more light in our bodies and express it, as well as our past lives. Those of us who've been light workers and star seeds, oh my gosh, it's been tough. But why do we keep coming back? Because we know that ultimately there's a greater truth of love inside of everyone, and that is what we're trying to help co-create in the experience of humanity on the planet. Expanding our hearts, expanding our soul experience in being more joyful. So that is what this shift is all about. Go to my YouTube channel, One Illumined Heart, for all kinds of information on how to get your body ready. We have 2 more shifts coming, one at the end of November, one in January. So what does that mean? As I've told you before, the old matrix of Mother Earth in 3D is done. So it is like, it's like fabric when it's sewn together. It's pulling apart, it's old, it's fraying, it's no longer going to be stable for us. So in order for us to move forward and create a new world, the divine has created a new matrix, a 5D web around the earth, which is very tight. Everything is interlocked, all the lines all meet up, and it's taken, I don't know how long for them to build it. That's up to the divine, but I was just told that July 22nd of last year, and they kept saying that it was coming, that it would be completed by them. It is done. So now our last year has been about getting our physical human bodies ready to embark on this journey, calibrating our organs and our glands to match the 5D frequency. And those of us who are doing this are going to be delighted to help those of you who aren't quite there yet, who need our love and support. Hey, the Creator supported us in getting here. We are part of that co-creation of love from the Creator, and we are happy to serve you by helping you awaken to what the truth is of who you are. So that's enough of that. Now let's go to the Merkaba. Now I'm going to be doing a lot of reading because, as I said yesterday, I knew nothing about a Merkaba. It was not ever taught in any of my spiritual teachings. I'd read about it. I knew that it was a double tetrahedron. But other than that, I knew really not much, except for that in ancient times, people were aware of it, used to meditate on it, hoping that it would bring them spiritual enlightenment. And I don't know if it did or not, but I have some different information that I hope will help. And I will read you what we know is true to be true, at least from my guides, about the Merkaba. Okay. So I'm going to show you all what the picture of the Merkaba looks like. So it's a double tetrahedron. As you can see, I stole this image off the web because it was so good. And it allows you to see the spelling of the Merkaba. I hope you don't see it backwards like I do. Anyway, it's a double tetrahedron, and we'll talk a little bit about how it spins and balances us, and etc. So here we go. So what does the word Merkaba means? So the word Mer means light. The word Ka means spirit. And Ba means body. So it's, light, spirit, and body. So it's the co-creation and union of all of those three that the divine has created. They believe that the word Merkaba or Merkaba, depending on how you want to say it, originally was an Egyptian word. So we'll just go with that. We know that it's also been referred to in the Jewish texts. So I wanted to read a little bit about that. All the major religions have information about the Merkaba in it. And so let's just talk a little bit about that. In the Bible, it said the angel Ezekiel accessed the three-dimensional Merkaba, Star of David, to ascend to heaven. In the Torah, it is referred to as the chariot or the throne of God. In Zohar, the foundation of the Kabbalah, it realizes that awareness and selfless action brings you closer to the very heart of the Merkaba. And one of the reasons for that is I asked about that internally, and they said that it has to do with us choosing to move closer to the love and the light that we are, that is inside of us, that is us connected to the source of our creation. And that is when we can hold that within ourselves and honor and reflect that, mirror it to others, and also accept the mirroring of the beauty and the truth of who they are back. It's a continual affirmation of, I recognize you as the divine. I recognize me as the divine. And I think many of you will probably have heard of the word namaste. And in the East, they put their hands together like this, and they don't shake hands. They bow down to you, and they say namaste. It means we are one. We are connected. We are all made out of the same beautiful fabric that has made this grand tapestry of life. So this is very, very important for us to acknowledge. Okay, the purpose of yoga is to save individual souls from the calamity of separate existence. So again, yoga postures also help develop the strength of the Merkaba. Let's see, what else here? It says Zen Buddhism is a path to enlightenment focused on meditation. So the same higher consciousness that the Merkaba represents is represented in different ways and in different terms in all the different religions around the world. Okay, the energy field. So first of all, I want all of you to know that when a baby's born, they have 3 feet around them of a Merkaba. It is already there. And it is 2 tetrahedrons spinning in opposite directions. One is going vertically and one is going horizontally around, and it's around everyone. Your 3 feet that you're born with stays that way unless the soul chooses to connect to the light and the love within them while they are in a physical embodiment. You have to be in a physical embodiment to be able to do that, and it will grow. The Merkaba grows larger with our consciousness, holding that we all are light and love. Folks who are moving into 5D, who have done their inner work of acknowledging their own love and their own light, end up with a completed Merkaba of 12 feet spinning all around them. Those of us who are going into 5Ds, the minimum will be 12 feet. The maximum will be 25 feet. So many of us who've done this work are somewhere between 20 and 25 feet already. Some who have only started within the last year, year and a half, may only have up to 12 feet. But, you know, the good thing is it's done at 12 feet. Maximum, yeah, 25 feet. Now, there's over 8 billion people on the planet. All of us have consciousness, and all of us have a choice to choose love, to choose life, to choose truth, and to choose brotherhood. And you choose this by looking at it for yourself and others, and this is how we build connection. This is how we build our Merkaba. And our Merkaba is a vehicle which is actually going to transport us from 3D into the 5D frequency. So we'll talk a little bit about how that's going to work in a minute. So one of the things I was told is that the Merkaba will need to spin for 10 minutes to move a human with at least 12 feet of a Merkaba built into 5D. And we will remain in 5D once we get up there in the shift, and that, remember that higher octave on the piano, we're still on the piano, we're still on the earth. We're just going up a higher frequency so that we can embody that greater love, that greater light, that greater truth. So we will still be able to communicate with those in 3D for some time to come, to support others to move into 5D, because 3D, as I said, the grid is fraying, it is pulling apart. 3D is not going to be sustainable. It is literally moving into what they call dissolution. It is dissolving. It is going away. So in order for us to move forward, we must move forward into the 5D grid. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to do some reading here now of what some different places on the web explained a little bit more about the Merkaba. And remember, let me see, maybe I'll grab that picture again. So as I'm talking, as I'm reading this, maybe you can imagine this symbol spinning. So divinity and purity. The symbol represents pure and divine energy, while constantly harmonizing, spinning, balancing, and moving and flowing in all four directions ceaselessly. The energy field created by the Merkaba is said to extend beyond a person's body, in which we know, as you're born with 3 feet, you will have 12 feet minimum when you enter 5D, and some people will have 25. And it will continue to grow in 5D if you've come in with 12 feet. The triangle on the bottom of the Merkaba is a symbolic of femininity, and it rotates counterclockwise. The top, it symbolizes masculinity and spins clockwise. The two spin in opposite directions, and it all happens simultaneously, and this is how that combination of opposing energies can create the balance that we need of the feminine and masculine in the cosmos and on our planet. Okay, these energies come together in perfect balance, the union of which results in the activation of protection and light around the body, which transports one's awareness to much higher dimensions. The symbol also reminds people of the potential power that can be yielded when they find balance and unite their own energies. Therefore, understanding how to work with this symbol makes it possible for everyone to do a more positive co-creation in their life. There was one place that it said it would manifest all desires, but that's just not true, because there are so many spiritual karmic factors that come into play with our being alive and in physical bodies, that it goes beyond that. The Merkaba is a divine vehicle. It's similar to that of a star. It is said to be sacred. It is a divine vehicle made of light. in such a way as to connect or transport your body and spirit to higher realms. It completely surrounds a person and can be activated using breathing techniques and meditation. The Merkaba goes with you in your life, and it can support you depending on how much conscious choice you make about being a person who's holding love and light. Okay. In the Jewish culture and religion, the Merkaba represents a multi-layered approach towards the world, the ecosystem, and that of humans. As you choose to become a better person, it grows and it stabilizes your energy field. Okay, the Merkabas in ancient times was also used for meditation. They would focus on the symbol, and I asked about that. It's like, can looking at the symbol itself make you more enlightened? And the answer I got was no. The symbol, it is what holds your energy field together. What makes it grow is your choice to focus on love and light and brotherhood, and how you interact with one another, how you interact with your universe, how respectful you are to Earth. All of that is connected to whether or not that grows. I have, let's see here, right here, I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. A Sri Yantra symbol. Anyway, it's SRIYAN, 2 words. And it is a geometric symbol that, for me, as I've been going through a really tough 6 months, has helped to stabilize my energy field. Now, it's not good for everybody. Some people do better with the flower of life symbol. Some people do better with the tree of life symbol. Some people do better with the Merkaba symbol to balance them. It's unique to everybody's body, needs something different because everyone has a different spiritual history, and some people don't need anything. Some people just need some lovely crystals or stones or very strong meditations, or sometimes flower essences or essential oils can be very helpful in stabilizing a person's energy field and their meridian points, and making them feel stable in their body or stable emotionally or mentally, etc. And it's sometimes also these things help with your spiritual process as well, because sometimes when I'm feeling out of balance, taking a flower essence can help me meditate better and also just calm my emotional body. Sometimes I will use frankincense to strengthen my spiritual self. Other times I'll use frankincense with rose oil so that I get what nurturing energy that I need to support me. Other times I will use solfeggio frequencies, and that's SOLFEGGIO. They are frequencies that connect to the different chakra systems in the body and beyond the body. They help support healing and balance and harmonizing the body. So when I encourage people, when they meditate, to thank their angels and the divine creator, God, whatever you want to call it, source, to bring the perfect frequencies of divine love, light, and sound into their energy field, is because sound is healing. We are made of light and of sound. So these are all tools that we can use to balance ourselves. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else. So sometimes moving toward your full potential can be helped with meditation. Sometimes understanding how sacred geometry can be very supportive. I would love to encourage you to go to a beautiful soul who does amazing sacred geometry work. She's on Facebook. She also has a YouTube channel. Her name is Suzanne Amara, Amara. She's an amazing sacred geometry artist. It flows from her art. She's so supported by the universe, and it brings these incredible imprints that will activate, by looking at them, it will activate different parts of you, just like sound, you know, the light language. That there's several different ones out there that also activate, which I will, by the way, after the Saturday and Sunday shift into 5D on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I will be doing some specific sound from the light language to help wake up people's inner, maybe they're locked down, locked in, or help lift their frequencies or open a gateway for those frequencies to start responding, for you to respond and open up to the new frequencies that are on the planet right now. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah, this is, yeah, I think I said this earlier, that focusing on the Merkaba does not bring you enlightenment. It's actually the reverse. The more you focus on love and the more your actions are in love and acknowledging who you are in that realm and who the other persons are in your life that are also love, no matter what it is they're trying to. Some people have what I call heavy winter coats on. They're hiding their real beauty and the truth of who they are. But it's our job when we hold love and light to remember that that is who they are. And we help others and our universe by remembering that that is who they are. So the more you focus on that love, that is how your Merkaba gets to be a bigger field, and how that becomes so. Okay, I think, let me just see here. I think that's pretty much it for today. I do want to invite you to send me questions. You can go to One Illumined Heart and either respond to, this will be posted probably this evening or tomorrow on the YouTube channel of One Illumined Heart. This will be posted in the next couple of hours as a repost on my personal Facebook page, as well as my One Illumined Heart business page. You can go to the business page and send a question in. You can also do connecting with me via, it's info@oneilluminedheart.com, info@oneilluminedheart.com. Feel free to send me any questions, or if there's something that you would like me to talk about tomorrow, I would love to do that. Or if any of you have comments about your experiences of this week and the last couple of weeks of this intensity and frequency of, some people feel highly irritated, other people feel a little out of whack physically and emotionally. I've had a couple of dizzy spells yesterday and a couple today, and that's part of the shifting. My roommate told me today that she was having some dizziness and feeling a little out of balance. So that's why I was told don't drive Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not driving. I drove yesterday and I had a bit of a spell and I had to pull over. So I decided today, tomorrow, and Sunday I'm not driving. So listen to your own self, watch your own body. If you're not having these symptoms, and you might not be quite yet at the level to do the 5D shift, and if you want to join the rest of us, millions of people who are moving on to that path of the 5D Mother Earth, please ask for help. Ask for help from people that you know that are doing this kind of work. And if not, I have people in my group that I can hook you up with, or myself, to assist you in moving, seeing what needs to be done and moving forward. There are people in my group who will also be able to help you. So God bless you, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow and Sunday. I'm excited. I've got lots of happy anticipation of what's coming. Absolutely no dread. I'm really looking forward to whatever it is. It's been a road to get here, and I'm glad I've done all the work, and I'm glad I was able to support so many people in doing their work and moving up in frequency so that they can help you out there. Okay, take care. God bless you. And yep, namaste to all of you. We are one. Many smiles, many blessings, and best wishes for greater love and greater light. And remember, don't pay attention to the news. It will not matter what's going on in 3D when we move into 5D. We are co-creating on a blank slate a new reality. So choose love, no matter what you do. Okay, take care and many, many, many blessings. All right, I'm going to be logging out now. Bye-bye. Have a great night and a great weekend. I will be coming live again tomorrow at 6, Sunday at 6, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Oh, Monday and Tuesday at 6. I think Wednesday I'll probably have to do earlier. But I will let you know what time that will be. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.